Hi, who is it? One person? Who's the one person watching? Okay, I'm on time. At least the time I posted right after. Two people. Hi, identify yourself. Who are you? Okay, so just going to grab dinner and do the food porn as well. Today's subject is porridge. It's called juk in Korean, if you know what that is. Okay, somebody just left and nobody's saying hi to me. Okay, so I guess you guys will just have to watch this and record. I don't know why, but there are so many people in this place, literally. I might have to just, I don't know. Okay, so anyways, you'll just have to watch this and record the introduction. So yeah, this place, it's called Ponjuk. It's pronounced Ponjuk. And as I said, juk means porridge. And actually this place expanded its menu to bibimbap as well. And they have like other home cooked meals. And I'll explain the background of that. Hi Melissa. I'll explain the background of that while I'm eating. Anyways, you can find this place like overall everywhere in Seoul. It's everywhere in Seoul. So it's a very famous chain called Ponjuk. And now I'm gonna go in and look at the menus with you guys and choose what to eat. Okay, so let's go in. Okay, first I have to get a seat. So I think this place will be good enough. Oh wait, I have to order at the counter. Wait. Let's go to our seat. Okay. Hi Melissa. It's just you and me. I guess everybody's just busy. I don't usually stream at this time. I usually do it at lunch, so I guess people are not used to the time this time. And I just stole a menu. It's almost full, right? Like I never expected this because actually porridge is not that much of a favorable meal. Oh, Jill is here. Finally, people are coming. Okay, so anyways, we are at Ponju, and their catchphrase is like a healthy one meal. Healthy one meal. So they have their menu here, and to give you a little bit of like information. Okay. So these are all the types of porridge they have. Wait, I'll show you like this. Okay, so these are all the types of porridge they have. It's like these are like the premium porridges where you get like premium ingredients. Like this one, for example, it has like special abalone, and it's like $20 for that. It's very expensive, right? And the abalone based ones are very expensive. Honestly, this is amazing because like Chinese people love porridge. Yes, exactly. And you have abalone porridge with chicken and Korean ginseng, which is also expensive too. and you have like beef porridge with natural pine mushrooms. So those are the premiums. Those are the premium types, and then it becomes very exciting. It becomes very exciting because look at this. So these types are very peculiar, like clam rice porridge with dried radish greens, hot seafood and vegetable porridge. Like, have you ever seen a red porridge? And you have like exquisite spicy beef and vegetable porridge. You have like mesengi oyster porridge. What the heck are these insane flavors? Yeah, right? Octopus kimchi porridge. Can you imagine this? So these are relatively cheaper than the premium ones because the ingredients are not that like expensive, like abalone. So these are like $9 to $10 each, which is pretty good. And here's the seafood. Here's the seafood part. So like look at the seafood. So you have like crab meat porridge, and you have seafood combination porridge. You have mushroom oyster porridge and shrimp porridge. And this is the one I'm gonna eat right now. And it's my favorite. This is my favorite dish ever in Ponju. So this is bulgogi octopus porridge. So it has bulgogi and octopus inside. And I know that sounds weird, but I'll show you how tasty it looks like and how tasty it actually is. So far we have so many variety of porridges, and it doesn't stop there. So these are the basics. I would say the basics, like the universal types of porridge all around the world. And here you have beef vegetable, like the basic, the most original type, and tuna vegetable, beef mushroom, and vegetable. And what I don't know what the heck is this. Chinese people love porridge, and we never have these many options, right? You're jealous. Okay, and these are the traditional types. The traditional types. In front, these were all based of rice. These are all rice-based porridge. But if you go to the next page, these are the traditional porridges you eat on traditional occasions. So exactly like this, red bean porridge, which is known to ward off bad spirits and evil spirits. So we eat this on Dongji, which is the coldest day in Korea, and we eat 단호박죽, sweet pumpkin porridge. This is like for traditional occasions too. And we have mung bean porridge. My grandma loves this. And we have sweet red bean porridge. So these are like the classic traditional ones, the non-rice based ones. And that's it. So you can all take it out. You can all like have a takeout request. And also, actually, this is pretty sad, but actually porridge, you might have like already known by the title, but people think porridge is like a boring food, and it's like for grandmas and old people, and it's hot, it's inconvenient to eat, and it only has like carbs and stuff like that. And it's mostly for like recovery, like when you have a cold, or when you're having problems with digestion and stuff. Like people like have that kind of stigma towards porridge, that's kind of food. But I don't know if that's the real reason. But this brand Bonjuk, it's like everywhere in Korea, but they were not doing well in terms of like sales, because like people had this negative opinion on porridge. So they kind of diversified it and added bibimbap to this menu, because porridge is healthy too, but bibimbap is also very healthy too. So they made this idea, and they not only sell porridge, but they have bibimbap as well. So look at all the types of bibimbap here. Like, look at this: mushroom, bulgogi, beef brisket, soybean. You can put cheese toppings and fried eggs and add extra rice. You have like spicy octopus bibimbap, tuna kimchi, and soft tofu, roast vegetable. And so many kinds, right? So many kinds. So like this would be the most basic, and this would be the most tasty for me. Yeah, so like very healthy place. Very healthy place. And they also sell like just homemade hot pots. So like for me, and then it goes porridge again. So their menu is amazing. This place is actually not like a gourmet or like a very famous matjib or anything like that. It's just like a chain. It's a chain. It's a franchise, and it's everywhere in Seoul. Like you will find like one ponjuk at least in one neighborhood because like sick people. There's sick people everywhere, right? Like everybody gets colds and everybody gets unhealthy and they have like problems with their health. So every neighborhood has one ponjuk and they go there and take out like some porridge for their like grandmas or sick people or whatever. And yeah, so like this one is near my neighborhood. And I don't know why it's so packed right now. Probably it's because like dinner time, obviously. So like my meal is taking a little while to come out, but yeah, the porridge I'm gonna eat today is called 불낙죽. 불낙. I'm gonna tell you the origin, the explanation of the meaning of it a little later. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for our meal, let's have some chat. So what time is it, first of all, guys? And did you have dinner or lunch? I know that Jill and Melissa's watching. Maybe the count is wrong and some other people are watching as well. So like, let's just chat for a while. Tell me how your life is going. Oh, 6:20 p.m. here, 4 a.m. Okay, I'll just go get my food, okay? Just stay here for a bit. I'll just head this towards the mall. Okay. It's finals period at NTU here. Exams every day. Oh my god, it seems like you guys always have exams. Jill, you're watching this at 4 a.m. Oh my god. Don't you sleep? Okay, so finally I got my food. Gosh, good luck. Yes, good luck to you. Finally I got my food. This is how it looks. So it's like basically it looks like porridge, right? It's the basic porridge, and this is the setting they have. They give you like kimchi because I'll explain why they give you kimchi, and this is like marinated beef with like soy sauce, and this is just like some sauce like spicy sauce, and this is called dongchimi, and they put like some sweet pink soup inside it. Okay, so first of all, the reason they give you these types of side dishes is because originally porridge is for sick people, and sick people, they usually don't have an appetite. They usually have like their tongues are kind of like paralyzed of taste. So like porridge itself is a very mild and easy to digest food, but at the same time, if you just eat porridge when you don't have an appetite, you don't really want to eat that food, right? You don't want to clear or finish that dish. So as an additional type of food, they give you like side dishes which have very strong flavors like kimchi or this sauce or like marinated beef. And if you just I'll just show you. So okay, you can't see my face, but you'll just have to. Okay, so first of all, you just like stir it up. You have like sesame beans and you have seaweed on top. You just stir it up first. And then yeah, you stir it up, mix it up well. It's very, very hot. And this is like a gigantic bowl, so like it's actually very, I don't know, it makes you very full after you eat. So you mix it up well until the seaweed and what was it, sesame is like well mixed. And then the reason they give you an additional dish is because this is so hot. So you just like move, I don't know, 2 or 3 spoons first here. until it gets like cool enough. Okay. So you put it in here. You put it in here, and then okay. So you take your one spoon. You take your one spoon here, and then it's really hot. It's still really hot. But if you look closely, oh, it's all dripping and stuff. But if you look closely, there's the octopus inside, and the brown stuff that is dripping right there is bulgogi. The side dish is to mix in. Yes. So if you have this spoon, and then look, you eat it like this. So you have marinated beef. It's called 장조림. This is very, very salty, and it has a very like distinct salty taste. Like it's like just marinated with soy sauce, so you feel a strong soy sauce feel to it, and you put like kimchi, a piece of kimchi on top of it like this, and then here's your like one spoon of porridge. And if you eat it like this, the porridge doesn't seem mild, and it has like a very strong sting or taste to it, so it helps you. Oh, let me see. Mmm. So good. So good. The porridge to ingredient ratio is amazing. So yeah, to show you a little bit more, I'll just stir this up. It is very healthy. So this is how the porridge looks like, and I'm like cooling down some. So if you see here, you see the octopus, right? You see the octopus, and you have like carrots, and you have like the green, and you have bulgogi here. This is the bulgogi. So octopus and bulgogi, they never meet in natural settings, right? One's from the sea, one is from just like the plains. And it's a peculiar combination, but I assure you this is just amazing. Like octopus and beef together just taste amazing. It's a very interesting combination itself, but it's just amazing, believe me. And also, the name of it. So here we go. The beef you might know is called bulgogi. It's called bulgogi, right? Grilled beef in Korean. The Korean style grilled beef is called bulgogi, and the octopus, actually small octopus, is called nakji. Nakji. So it's bulgogi and nakji. Bulgogi and nakji. Bulgogi and nakji. And porridge is called juk. So they abbreviate it and say 불낙죽. 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 So they abbreviated and made that name. And actually, in Chinese characters, 불, bu, means no, and nak, like the nak means fall. So 불낙 together means don't fall, doesn't fall, no fail. So Korean people, eat this in special occasions, which would be before exams, before they have very good, like very important exams like the SAT or their like whatever, I don't know, interviews or whatever, and they just order this porridge, the 불낙죽, which is the no failure porridge, and they eat this because the name sounds like 불낙, no failure. So that's pretty interesting, right? So last time in one of my Foodporn episodes, I said you never eat seaweed soup before an exam because it's slippery and you might fall down. So yeah, Melissa, you need some 불낙죽 right now. Oh, you actually typed it in Korean. You need to pass my exams too. Yeah, so you might need this, but I'm eating it for you instead. So that can just like make up for your needs, I guess. So, if you cool down a little amount of porridge, you just like go on full on, like this. Look at it. So healthy. It's so healthy actually. This is really healthy food. It's very good. It's very, very good. So, if you happen to come to Korea, if you have the opportunity to come to Korea, and you possibly get sick, let's assume you get sick. You come at like spring or winter, and you get cold, and you get the coughs, and you get like some fever or something. Then this place, Ponjuk, is the place to go. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Like, why would they sponsor me if like two people are watching, right? I'm curious about how octopus and beef taste together. It tastes really good, exactly. Like, really good. The the texture of it is like, the texture of beef, right? It's kind of, sorry. The beef texture is like kind of like jerky, like it's like stiff but also soft at the same time. You have to chew on it like for like 3+ times until you like go through, penetrate this meat. But octopus is very like squishy, and it's like I don't know, it's very flexible, and it has like a lot of water inside it. Like, it's kind of wet, but also at the same time strong. Kind of has a texture of rubber. So these two textures are pretty similar, but they have different tastes. So it's really interesting, but really tasty at the same time. Okay, so what is the pink? Oh, you would definitely eat this without being sick, really. So I'll explain what the pink is. So this pink soup is not supposed to be pink. This is actually not supposed to be pink. The soup is the water is supposed to be clear white. As you can see, there's like white radish in there, and this is a traditional Korean serving of kimchi called dongchimi. It's white kimchi. It's basically just white kimchi with where you have like white cabbage and white radish inside, and then you just pour in water, and it makes like this very mild but also vinegary kind of taste. But since that's yuck, that's not yummy for like people like me, they add in a little bit of like, colored, sweet, mix I don't know, ingredients, and then they make it a little bit like sweet. So the base is called dongchimi, and it's just white kimchi soup. It's very cold. But for the aesthetics and for the sweet taste, they add a little bit of pink texture inside. And there's my porridge again. Look at all the octopus like this, and look at the beef here. It looks very good, right? Very healthy. Looks like a dessert. Yes, it is. It's supposed to, you can eat it midway when you're eating, but actually, like, what I like to do is when I eat all this, like, my body gets so hot inside, and this is very cold, so I just drink it all at once after I eat. And one more person joined. Who is it? Please introduce yourself. Say hi. Who is it? It's my friends. Okay. You're kind of late. I did all the explanation already, so I'm like in my eating phase. But anyways, so since I've eaten all the porridge, I've transferred into this bowl. Right now, it's kind of cool. So you don't have to like put it inside here. Like, the surface is cool enough you can eat. So I won't do that anymore. I'll just eat directly by this big bowl here. You put a little bit like marinated beef on top, like this, and you can just eat it. You can rewind, yes. Interesting. So you have the sweet soup on the side with the porridge. Yes, exactly. It's not that sweet. It has more like a vinegary taste, but it has like a little bit of sweetness inside. By the way, this is called bulnakjuk, which is bulgogi plus octopus porridge. And there are crazy types of all types of porridge you can imagine. There's red porridge, yellow porridge, purple porridge. Put some kimchi on top. And I don't know why, but they usually have big portions, like big servings. I think it's for recovery, like mostly. People in recovery need a lot of nutrients. This is very interesting. When you said you were doing porridge, I thought it would be more like soup. I never had anything like this in the US. What's your second favorite flavor? Oh, my second favorite is actually abalone. Abalone. It's very expensive though. It's like 20 bucks, but abalone is known as the treasure of the sea. So like scuba divers, like divers, go inside and manually just like harvest these abalone, and they're very expensive. They're very expensive. So like if you put it into porridge, like you get this really recovering effect. You've never seen porridge? Well, just for reference, let's go through the menu again, through the crazy menu. Look at all the types of porridge we have. Like, look at this. Look at all these colors, like hot seafood and vegetable, exquisite spicy beef. Like, look at all these colors. Octopus kimchi porridge, and the seafood porridge, where you have like crab, like red crab meat porridge, seafood, mushroom, oyster, shrimp. And this is the one I'm eating right now, bulgogi and octopus. You've never seen porridge, really? Oh, I know, right? I'll only eat abalone during like celebrations. Yes, exactly. It's like very expensive. Very expensive. 6 types of vegetables inside. And you can put cheese inside. Cheese. Imagine that. Cheese inside porridge. So there's like 30 types of porridge here. These are the traditional ones. Okay, so like it's amazing. It's mind-blowing. And this place, like if you're in Korea and you're sick, you just need to come to this place. Bonjuk. Juk means porridge. Juk. Okay, so the one bad thing about porridge is you get really hot after eating. But I guarantee the texture is so peculiar because you're basically eating something like squishy rice and very wet rice, but at the same time you can chew on the octopus and the bulgogi, which makes a very like harmonic, I don't know, interaction. Oatmeal, grits, that's it. Seems the closest I have any, okay, in the US. I've only heard of it being in the Goldilocks and Three Berries tale. Really? I heard like it was universal. I heard like you guys eat porridge when you're sick. What do you eat? What do you guys eat when you're sick? What's the American version of recovery food? Because porridge is the #1 recovery food in Korea. Like not even questionable. Like if you're sick, you eat porridge. If you're sick, you eat porridge. Chicken soup. Oh, okay. I guess it goes like pretty much the same thing. It's like porridge. Something hot with a lot of protein. Okay. But this has vegetables, meat, seafood, and carbs. And it's hot. And it's easy to chew on, easy to digest because it's already gone through a process. Look at all the carrots here. Yeah, I guess it's chicken soup. Campbell. You can also add kimchi like this. So healthy. Oh, hi Asia. If I'm saying I can't chew any food, I eat porridge. Oh, where are you from? Which country are you from? This type of porridge is pretty hard to cook at home. Oh yeah, it's never the right texture. Yes, exactly. If you don't have the skills, it either gets like it either becomes like water or it either just stays like rice. It's very hard to match the middle. Indonesia. Okay, so I guess like the Asian countries have like the porridge country culture in common. Like Melissa said, she has the porridge culture too. If you come to Korea, I would recommend you guys coming to Ponjuk. Ponjuk. You can just like type in Google like BONJUK, and you'll find it. It's everywhere. It's like McDonald's. Imagine a porridge franchise being widespread like McDonald's. Like literally every neighborhood has it. That's rice, yes. It's all rice based. So it's usual for breakfast too. McDonald's here have porridge. Really? Yeah, I guess you eat it for breakfast a lot too because it warms you up before you go out. Especially in the winter, it warms you up and then it makes your digestion go easier. Because this is a fact. Actually, this has no correlation, but Asians do not have the ability to digest milk. There's a substance called lactose in milk, and Asians genetically don't have the ability to digest that, so they go through a lot of diarrhea when I shouldn't have said that, but diarrhea when they drink milk, especially in the morning, because their like, intestines get very active and stuff like that. Yeah, what kind of porridge at McDonald's? There's like a huge chunk of beef here. Huge chunk of beef. It's like chicken porridge. It's very famous. Really, need to try that. It's rice but cooked with more water, so it becomes mushy like a thick soup. Yeah. So this is very strong, very soy saucy, and usually you don't eat it with porridge because it already has meat inside and it already has that kind of salty taste. But if you're just eating plain soup, just based with rice and a little bit of vegetables, you don't have this like salty, stingy taste. So this you just put a little bit of on top and just eat like that. KFC in Singapore has porridge for breakfast too. Really? That's crazy. Who would know? Who would think that KFC and McDonald's sells porridge? I could never imagine that. That is so localized. Like localized level 10,000. Dom, I'm almost done. You're late. I guess you'll have to rewind. You'll be amazed by all the variety of porridges you can see. What time is it there in South America? South Africa. South America. Where did that go? It was a huge bowl, but I'm finishing it. I'm already finished. I'll catch up later. Yeah. Like seriously? This is a gigantic bowl. This is a huge, gigantic bowl. It's even bigger than my hand. Like my hand is super big and it's bigger than my hand. And the depth of it looks like super big. So the portion, the serving of it is like gigantic. It's really huge. But I guess it's good for like patients, people who are sick, to eat a lot to recover faster. And some people say that like ponjuk is kind of expensive, and it is. Actually, like the average cost of like one single meal, just like anything, like hamburgers or salads or just rice or traditional meals, it's all like around $6 to $7 in Korea. Like everything. If you have a McDonald's set, a Big Mac meal, it's gonna be like $6 or $7. If you go to a traditional Korean rice place and just order like some hot soup and blah blah blah, it's gonna be like $6 or $7. But this is like $9, and some expensive ones go over like to 15 or 20. So it's definitely a healthy recovery, high quality food, which has a lot of ingredients inside, and the portion is very big. The portion size is very big. It's almost 1 p.m. This looks like the kind of meal that leads to a big food coma after. Yeah, you get very drowsy because you're very warm inside and you're very full, and then you just like. So this is my last spoon. My last spoon. Very healthy meal. In US, it's 2:45 to 5:45, and not a good time for US. I know, but like once in a while. I know US like, viewers are the majority, but once in a while. So this is my last one. 잘 먹었습니다. Don't leave out the carrots. Carrots good for your eyes. That was very good. I finished it all, and then I'm gonna drink this and go over to the water section to get some water. Just googled, here porridge is oatmeal based. Asia is rice. I need the rice one. Yeah. I don't think you'll find rice based easily in US. This must be even more popular during the winter. Oh, exactly. Like everybody just comes. And you know what you remember what I said earlier? Like a porridge had this negative image that it's only for like sick people and patients, and people didn't receive this as an ordinary daily dish. But these days, because of this restaurant, the perception is actually changing, and people are recognizing it as a daily dish, and it's very healthy. So like when it gets very cold in the winter, like definitely people come more to eat like porridge. Juk. It's Juk. Juk. Like in 죽겠다, like 죽겠다. It's the same pronunciation as that. Juk. Water section. No. I was just saying like the self-service place. Like usually, like water is self-served in Korea. So you just go on. You just go to the what do you call it? The purifier, water purifier, and then you just pour your own water and drink. I'm looking up porridge recipes, and Wikipedia describes it as being oats eating breakfast, also wheat, rice, wheat, barley, corn, buckwheat. Yeah, and Asia is mostly based with rice, so yeah. So be sure to check out this place, Bonjuk, Bonjuk. It's very easy, Bonjuk, in Korea. It's gonna be everywhere. Like wherever you stay, there's gonna be one restaurant. Like if you're staying in Hongdae, there's gonna be one. If you're staying in Myeongdong, there's gonna be one. So like don't worry about that. If you just walk around, you'll find one. I think you can get instant rice porridge at Korean marts if you really. Oh, I would not try those, guys. Guys, actually, if you do find any type of instant rice porridge in the supermarkets, like Korean marts, do not eat that. I really hate those. They taste disgusting. They taste like real like shit porridge. Like don't taste those. You have to microwave those, and it's a no-no. Like I don't eat porridge unless it's like this restaurant, like Ponjuk's. I don't eat it. I never eat supermarket ones. Thanks for the advice, Melissa, though. There's a specific restaurant that only sells porridge in Indonesia, but open only 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. What is that strange time range? I was wondering if I'm really just out of it and everybody else in the US is eating it. It seems like it's very unusual here. Very interesting to see the show. Also need to hear about McDonald's and KFC. Yeah, I have to go to Malaysia. No, where was it? Indonesia and Singapore to get those McDonald's KFC porridge. American food is just boring. No, it isn't. Like American food is the most tastiest food in the world. Like there's this place called Shai Bana in Korea. It's a franchise too. I think it is like from America. I don't know, but like it's called American Soul Food, and basically it's like homemade style American like Southern, I don't know, style food, and it's like amazing, like meatballs and macaroni and cheese and all that kind of stuff. It's just amazing, like fries with like chili, what do you call it, chili paste on it, and so good, so good. Anyways, yeah, that was today's episode, and if you've missed the explanation part and the whole explanation of this venue, you can just go to the earlier part. You didn't miss a lot. Like there was just like a little bit of like facts. And yeah, so if you ever come to Korea, as I always say, and if you remember like one specific episode of Foodporn Live, just ask me via like Instagram or whatever, like the group chat or whatever, and ask me what was that place you went last time, David, and I'll search it inside my brain and tell it to you guys. So just enjoy these episodes, and like you have the opportunity to watch these like peculiar, interesting food. So yeah, and I insist that you go there because we don't eat either of those things really. Okay, I'll try to go there and do a food porn then. Like, I'll like maybe next food porn could be like, is this really American food? They're calling it American food though. Yeah, but I need to go with a friend though because that restaurant is quite expensive and it's usually for dates. So I don't know if I can like maybe have a takeout. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that was today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water, a cup of water, drink it, like cool myself down because like inside I'm like boiling. The heat of the porridge is just like transferred directly into me. So like I'm sweating like hell. And one thing is, after you eat a bowl of porridge and you walk outside in the like sheer cold of winter, like you feel invincible. You're just like emitting heat inside from you. Like, and you feel like, the cold is nothing. Okay. Thanks for sharing as always. Thank you for watching, Melissa, Jill, her friends, and Asia. I think it's the first time you've joined, isn't it? We eat Southern, very spicy food where I am. Okay, and hope to see you guys again in the future. And yeah, have a nice sleep, whatever. Like good night, or nice day, good day, or lunch or dinner, as usual. Thanks so much. Definitely will look back for when I'm there. Also looking up party porridge recipes now. Very interesting stuff. Okay, bye guys. Glad you enjoyed, Jill. Bye.